On the set.
59. Mike's 59. I got you, punk.
Now. On first down, Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Target. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
80 weapon. Hey, Echo.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yes. Go.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, check Mike. Watching you five.
Let's go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Everybody, sliding.
Check 45 to Mike. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Elliott. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
26.
Third and short yardage. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Golden Tate. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity to...
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 22-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
2nd and 1. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set, ready. 30 base.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch.
General West. Hit it.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Flores. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Switch.
Protein spill.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Mike's 59. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Big rip. Big rip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 59 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
15 line. 15 line.
I got him.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get that quarterback,
Ready.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He'll get this off to Barkley complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready. 50. Plant.
59. Danny.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
59 Mike. Check. 59. I got you.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Coleman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Smooth. 5.
On second down, Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Here's a snake with Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 90 Wolf.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Antoine Woods able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
The 46-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
I'm coming.
This is Barkley. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Set,
So
ready.
after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Ready.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley, sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This from 25 yards out. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Elliott. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
47.
Now Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Giants 10, Cowboys 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Great.
55. Hey, eat. I got you.
Shoot.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
You ready?
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You draw court.
Jones now getting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
This is caught at the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
59. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Down. 50. Plant.
59. Watch the pass. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one brought in by Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft. 61. Match. Get it.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Here we go. 18. Gator.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ready.
Jones off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ready up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now.
Jones now operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And Rosas puts this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10 at the 17.
58 to Mike. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Von Bell. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ready! 18 Gator.
59. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones flush to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Baby, that's baby shot.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'2".
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram holds it in. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 58 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
This is Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go, Keith. Here I come.
On second down, it's Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, check 24.
Kill. Hey, kill.
58's the mic. 58.
26.
Gonna run again here with Pollard.
Here we go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that
4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter. What we found out so far, 2 touchdowns here. And now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set 70, Indy.
I'm trying to collect.
Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Avoids him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Come to our work. We won.
Now.
Off play action. Jones. They'll roll it out right. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on,
So from
set,
Cowboy
50,
territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. Now it's Barton. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Mike, we ain't giving up nothing today.
Hey, Charlie.
55.
Let go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a
go,
chance
here
at
we
all.
go.
Way
And two
easier
stop.
said than done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good job, D.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Cowboys.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go, boy.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At their 48-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check.
On the counter, Elliott. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing here, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Prescott. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Mike, check. 59. Come off the ball.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some
conversion.
sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Dallas, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.